So my first impressions here so far is that the women are a lot curvier than you would expect for women of Caucasian descent. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say it a nice way. Here we go. So this is pretty epic looking right here.
Focus, man.
So hit that like button. I'm putting in work out here. I swear to y'all, I'm putting in work.
Hoes, let's just talk about hoes. Can we?
City shopping mall. Ako si doma, imaš vreme da odiš. The other one, this is the Ramstar mall.
Okay, got it. Ramstar. What's up, guys? I just got to the new apartment. I'm going to give you a very quick tour. This is a place in Skopje, which is the capital of North Macedonia. I've already moved in some things, so it's a little messy. Just ignore the clutter. It was not like that when I moved in. But this is the apartment. So you have a little patio area here where you can dry your clothing. It is still super hot here, probably about 85 degrees, and it's about 8 p.m. just to give you guys some reference. So if you come here in June, July, August, prepare for the worst heat-wise. So here's the refrigerator, full size, regular kitchen. We've got a washing machine down below. That's how they do it in Europe. They got the washing machine in the closet. All right, so this place is spacious. I like to have space when I'm traveling around the world. It makes a place feel a lot more homey. So as you can see here, we've got 4 big chairs for this dining table. And I gotta find the light switch for this living room. Where's the major light? Okay, we gotta get the light. All right. And so here you can see the rest of the living room, quite spacious. We got nice size sofa, little couch, and we've got a whole nother balcony here. And this one isn't for your clothing. This one is just to sit back and lounge. You can sit here and smoke if you do that. Sip some coffee, just look at nature and the greenery. I'm gonna close that. We got a big screen television here. We got the all-important air conditioner because without that, I don't know how you would manage out here, to be honest. So now we're gonna go to the bedroom. So this place has 2 bedrooms. Nice size bed. Smells really fresh in here. Not the biggest room, but it will do. You got a lot of storage space here if you need it. And now we're gonna head into the master bedroom. And that's what we have right here. So this is the larger bedroom, and it has a larger bed to go with it. We've got the sliding closet space here. And I think there's a view of something. Okay, so then it's just a view of the street. If we open that, slide that one open. So that's it, guys. What do you think a place like this costs per night? And then this is the shower, stand up, you got the nozzle, and everything else is standard. So what do you guys think a place like this costs per night? I'm gonna tell you right now, this is $35, give or take, per night. A lot of space, 2 bedroom, all the conveniences you would expect, very fast Wi-Fi. I have no complaints. I do have some notes though. So this place is actually on the 4th floor of the building. So I guess the 5th floor for Americans, because they don't count the bottom floor, the 0th floor. And there's an elevator in the building, but it doesn't work in typical Balkan fashion. It just kind of is what it is. You got to take it, and you're going to get your exercise. You're going to get your steps in every day that you are staying at this apartment. So that's something that is not the end of the world, but it is a reality for me staying here. What's happening, guys? It is morning, 10 o'clock right now, and I've just stepped off the plane and arrived here in, I'm gonna let y'all guess. Where do y'all think I'm at right now? So right now I'm in Skopje, Macedonia, which if you don't know, and I know you don't know, Skopje is the capital of Macedonia, North Macedonia to be specific. I don't want to mess that up. So I'm gonna let you guys know a couple facts about this city. So first off, I just arrived and it is a huge culture shock because I just left East Africa where it's wintertime right now. And over here, obviously it's completely different. It's summertime. Summer is really starting this week. Today it's supposed to reach about 104 degrees, which I believe that's like 41 degrees Celsius. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But it is quite a change to the system. Yesterday I was wearing a leather jacket. I had long sleeves, I was wearing jeans, and now I'm out here with my shorts on again, with a very thin t-shirt, and I'm still sweaty, I'm still hot. So it's gonna take a little bit for me to acclimatize to this new environment. But so far, I mean, beyond the weather, just everything, it is so different. And rather than tell you guys, I'm gonna show you guys. Because I know some people, they might make comments and say, Jay, you ain't showing us. All we seeing is your face out here. Well, if I'm talking to the camera sometimes, you are gonna see my face. You're just gonna have to deal with it from time to time. What else can I say? That's just my style. Everybody has their own style, but this is my style. So right now, if you guys wanna know what I'm doing, I'm looking for a brunch cafe. So this place is supposed to have acai. I haven't had acai in quite some time. It's surprisingly hard to find in Africa. Even in Angola, which is very connected to Brazil and Portuguese culture, you don't find acai in abundance like you might assume that you would. So that's what we're looking for right now. And not only acai, they also have some other kind of breakfast things that I'm curious about. And I know people are thinking like, Jay, you're out here in Eastern Europe, you're in the Balkan region. Why are you eating Brazilian food? Well, I'll tell you why. Because that's what I'm in the mood for, that's why. Yeah, sometimes you just get that craving. And like I said, I don't always have the opportunity. So when I do, I'm gonna indulge in it. And I'm not gonna apologize. Now, there's gonna be plenty of time here for me to do some local stuff, you know. I like to have my first meal, something I know is solid, so I know my stomach is gonna be able to handle it without any issues. And then after that, you know, we can mix it up. We can try some new stuff, but you know, y'all ain't gonna have me out here with the bubble guts on my first couple days here. I gotta go with something that I can trust, something that I know. Woo, it's getting hot. It's getting hot out here. And I'm getting dehydrated, so this is probably gonna be a short video. I'm not gonna talk too long. Okay, so we're almost where I'm trying to get to. I think that, okay, it says 4 minutes. So I need to cross the street here. Well, I can. I need to cross the street. And we just passed some very decent than you would expect for women of Caucasian descent. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say it a nice way. But yeah, some of them are stacked out here, up top and down low. Now, it's not always, you know, poking out like it might be poking out in East Africa or Africa in general, but it's definitely some, there's some curves in that area, you know? You know, the booties are out there, you know? I found them in the wild. You just gotta keep your eyes open. And, you know, height is another thing too, because I'm just coming from East Africa where I'm a reasonably tall guy out there. But out here, already I've seen, you know, 6'4", 6'5" guys just walking around. It's just not something that stands out compared to where I just was. Now, what does stand out about me is something completely different, something very obvious, right? I don't look like the locals. Even if I can, you know, stun on them with the genetics like I can in some other places in Africa. You know, I have the melanin working for me here, and I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get that's gonna give me a competitive advantage out here. And speaking of competitive advantage out here, I've been getting some looks, man. You know, AMS back in the day, they say, wait for the choosing signals. So yeah, man, I've been getting some of them choosing signals out here. If you know, you know. Shout out to that gentleman. He's been quite entertaining over the years. I don't know how he's doing now, but man, he had us laughing, bro, back in the day. Lots and lots of laughs, especially, you know, when he came out, because at that time, a lot of people were scared to make that kind of content. So the fact that he was doing it in a humorous way with that accent, you know, it was a breath of fresh air at the time. So I think we are arriving now. It should be on this side of the street. If not, then Google lied to me. It wouldn't be the first time. I noticed once you get outside of a lot of the more Western countries, Google's very hit or miss. Google Maps, rather. The hours will be wrong. The locations will be wrong. Sometimes the places don't even exist. So you got to take it a little bit with a grain of salt once you get outside of, you know, those major first world countries as it relates to any reliability with Google Maps. But so far, just in the hour and a half, 2 hours that I've been here, walking around, I can say that the ratios here seem better than most places. I'm pleasantly surprised by the ratios. So it looks like the place I'm looking for is supposed to be right in front of me, but I don't see it, so something is off. I told you guys, you cannot trust what these things say. So it's called the Blueberry Cafe. Okay, I found it. It is actually where they said it's gonna be. So this is it, guys. So you have the Drunken Monkey Bar, and then next to it is what I'm looking for, which is the Blueberry Cafe. And they've got something here. Something is brewing here. Not all who wander are lost. Some of you need a cup of espresso, cappuccino, macchiato, or an ice drink. They got everything for you. So let's see what we got inside. French toast, American breakfast, avocado toast, pancakes, all of it. It's all here for you. And it is way too hot to sit outside, so I will be heading inside. So, right, they're open pretty much every day. All right, here is the acai. So I just finished up a nice meal. Everything was hitting. It was pretty much what I expected. Now I will say that the pancakes, they were small. They were the little silver dollar pancakes. And I was hoping for some of the bigger ones, but it is what it is. I don't know where I'm at right now, but this area is very walkable, as you can see, which is nice because I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but they drive a little bit erratically here, and you have to be super cautious when you're walking in the crosswalks because even though you may have the right of way, they may force their right of way on you. So you want to look both ways and proceed cautiously when you're crossing the street out this way. So the cafe I went to, they told me it just opened up. I didn't know that. They said, I think it's only been in business for a few weeks. So hopefully by the time you watch this, it'll still be open. I think it will because they said that they get a lot of foreign customers with that kind of food. It's not too surprising because local people don't even really know what that is. The cook is actually Italian from the north, and he was mentioning to me that they don't even know what Eggs Benedict is with the poached eggs. It's just not something that they do here. So it's really catered to foreigners. If you're looking for a place to have some breakfast and have a higher probability of meeting some foreigners, it would be a decent place to check out. There was a girl from Spain in there when I went. She was nothing special, so I didn't approach her. Plus, you know, my blood sugar is just a little bit too low to be doing any kind of smooth approach right now. But under normal circumstances, if she was a little bit more my type, it would have been a very easy, very smooth approach, as I said, just because of the fact that I know she's a foreigner and there's not a lot of us in that area. Okay, so things are starting to look a little bit interesting right now. I'm gonna give you guys this view. So this looks like it's inspired by the London phone booths because it's all red and the way the door looks. And it's a gelato place and I guess pizza as well. So I think I'm gonna have to check this place out later. It's big, it looks popular. I'm sure the pizza has to be good. They got a lot of clientele. And here we go. So this is pretty epic looking right here. This really lets you know you're in Europe. You know, this is Europe doing what Europe does best, showing off with their sculptures. You know, they're not my people, but I can respect the work and the money that goes into the city design and the statues because they really pop out here. So I think this is called, it's called like neo-realism or classical realism. I forget what it's called, but it really accentuates, you know, the drama, the action of the scene. And we got a guy on a horse here. Is he Alexander the Great? Don't quote me. I didn't say he was. I don't know. I think it's kind of up to your interpretation who he is. As vague as that sounds. But I think there was actually some kind of controversy with the Greeks not wanting them to claim Alexander the Great for themselves. But, you know, I'll leave that to the scholars, to the historians down below. If y'all know something I don't know, correct me, make me look foolish, because I don't know it all, guys. There's some stuff I know, and I will be very transparent. When I'm spitting facts, I'm spitting things that I passionately know something about. And then if I'm just guessing or just freestyling, I'll let you guys know that too. And right now I'm definitely just freestyling. Wow, this is like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. That's what that reminds me of. And I'm still not sure 100% where I'm at. I'm trying to get back to my apartment because I need to rest. It has been one of those kind of days, but I need to get that shot, probably for the thumbnail, of me in front of this massive statue. So there we go. I think we got it. There it is. So I don't know what the name of this plaza is, but this is prime real estate. This is the most impressive thing that I've seen so far in the country. Just this square here, this plaza, and you've got a whole lot more things to see. I'm not going to see them right now. That will either be later today or in a different video, but we shall see. We will figure some stuff out. I guarantee you, because I have to. When I have to do it, that's when it gets done, and that's something I have to do. So let's see here how to navigate the best way. So the best way is actually to go back the way I came, it looks like. Okay, so this is a casino here. So if you're a big spender, if you're a baller, you feeling lucky? I don't feel lucky, but you got a casino here if you're feeling lucky. Or if you just have some extra money you're trying to lose, it's an option. So we're actually gonna go back the way we were, and that's gonna take us to the apartment. It should. I don't know what brand car this is. Oh, it's an Alfa Romeo. So it's an Italian car. Alfa Romeo. Yeah, so we actually looks like we're going to backtrack a bit. Man, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what I do for you. This heat is like slap your mama type heat, man. 104, 105. And I used to live in Las Vegas, so if I'm complaining, you know it's serious. It's very serious right now. I gotta find a gym too in this neighborhood. I'm gonna be out here for a couple days, so I gotta keep the habit up, you know. All right, so I think I know where to go. I think I found a shortcut. So if I just keep going straight, it should take me on the right path, on the way I'm trying to get to. Yeah, so if I keep going straight, I should be on the main road, and then I just need to make a right. And from there's a big mall. I forget the name of the mall, but my guide, the guy who picked me up, he told me that it was the best mall. He said everything is pretty much there that you need. So we're gonna head in that direction right now. And so for landmarks, you've got, is it the Holiday Inn? Yeah, it's the Holiday Inn. So if you're anywhere near the Holiday Inn, you should be pretty good as far as orienting yourself. Alright, so here we got some gnocchi pasta with veal and cheese. And we got the sweet potato fries on the side with the apple juice. Let's go.
Such thing as a life that's better than y'all. Focus, man.